Yeah, let's go. Yeah. I'm trying to burn your knees. Let's go, whoa, whoa. It was over with. Get that old BBL. Niggas pressure come here, he gon' tell something. Niggas cracking jokes inside, hating, trying to tell something. Baby, I ain't no rat, give me that pussy, I ain't gon' tell nothing. Love a pretty fat bitch when she pop it, you don't smell nothing. Like, hey, why you in the trap, you ain't gon' sell nothing. You trying to get some info, run the golf. You trying to sell something. Yeah, we need to roll every day, we trying to sell something. Yeah, I got a whoop, he got it straight, he trying to nail something. Yeah. All that pussy, what you watching, leave that to them hoes. These niggas pull a talking, shoot showing for some cool. These niggas fast, these niggas broke, they fun. They the Lulu. And I be fucking hoes till they dizzy in the Lulu. All that pussy, weird, watching, leave that to them hoes. These niggas pull a talking, shoot showing for some cool. These niggas fast, these niggas broke, they fun. I call them cuckoo. And I be fucking hoes till they dizzy in the Lulu. Right with that little pussy, I ain't gon' tell nothing. Hey. When she pop it, you don't smell nothing. Right with that little pussy, I ain't gon' tell nothing. Little pretty fat bitch, when she pop it, you don't smell nothing. Hey, bro, y'all check my boy Big Whoa out on that one, man. Yeah, that boy getting his feet wet, man. The boy fucking with the boys. They getting him right. Y'all check him out, man. That was his banger, so I had to go ahead and give it to y'all. So I'm gonna give it to y'all on the way out too. I had to go ahead and give him a little shout out, give him a little play. So let me give him a little bit more love on that one. Hey man, y'all tag my boy Big Whoa. Let him know his love. Know he getting shout out. He getting play on my air. You feel me? Yes sir. Let him know. Hey man, let me give him a little bit more love, man. Holla. Yes sir. Let's go, Big Shaq. Man, Winfield, stand up, man. If y'all in that motion, man, let's go. Man, 2025, man, we go. We're going to a whole nother level with it. Winfield, let's go. Louisiana, let's go. It's a Texas collab. We're going with it. Yeah, that's what we doing. We ain't playing? Yeah. Yeah, so we just trying to get it, man. We ain't doing no plan, bro. We ain't got no time for no foolishness, man. No, no riffraff, no none of that. This MwM, the movement, man. So there's just another day. We coming with another banger, man. We had some issues, some technical issues with the other video yesterday, so I wasn't able to get it really going the way I wanted to, but it's all good, man. We back. We're going with another one, man. So we're just gonna try to double up. We're gonna get a couple in today, man. Man, this my brand I'm rocking today, man. This my sister, man. Rest in peace to Shataka. If you know, you know. She was killed in a car accident. And it's also incorporated with whatever I got going on, whatever story I got going on in my life. Because especially, incorporated with the institution. Because when she was killed in a car accident, I was in prison. I was on my first year in prison. I had just got transferred from the parish jail to the prison. So, that was definitely a huge, crucial part of my being incarcerated and, especially being wrongfully convicted. So, it's just always that thought in the back of my head that maybe if I was been there, that I could have did something might have changed. So, that's what happened, man. Sometimes when you're in those situations, I know many people that have lost a lot of loved ones, mamas, daddies, sisters, brothers, grannies, so on one in a minute, man. And I just wanted to wear this today to represent for my sister, man. So let me give a little shout out to my sister, to my big sister, Shataka. Hey, man, I love you, sis, man. Let's go, man. We doing it for you, baby girl. Let's go. We're doing it for you. And I'm going to give you a couple more details. Let me give you a couple more details on the shirt. If you look at the back of it, um, it got a couple more pictures and a couple more designs of it. Let me give you a back shot of it. Then y'all let y'all check it out. Um, yeah, so it got a couple different depictions of her, a couple different pictures of them, just at different times and different mementos in her life. And my girl Dana at DNA, I think that's the name of her company. I'm sorry, Dana, if I got it wrong. But yeah, she hooked me up. She got the fresh merch. She always, do good jobs on me, man. So if y'all need some merch, y'all get a lot of the merch that I'll be wearing. Be between her and some other collaborations that I got going on. So, yeah. So we're just trying to tap in. I want to make sure on my channel, man, we're giving our entrepreneurs, everybody that's just going with their greatness, man, that's going with their day-to-day push. We're giving them a shout out on my channel. Like, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to recognize any and everybody that's doing their thing, man, on a bigger level, smaller level, whatever. So if you pushing, man, it's 2025, you pushing your brand, you going with it. This for you right here. Definitely got to show you something on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got, man. I've been listening to some new stuff, man. Let me see what we got going. We're gonna get a little music going too. While we gotta get it, while we get going, man, we just relaxing, having a good time on this New Year's, and just enjoying our evening, man. This is what I'm doing, man. I'm spending mine with y'all, dropping content. I ain't really big on being out and about too much, man. I'm kind of introverted, so it's cool for me, but I'm trying to start mixing and mingling more because I got to start giving more content. I got to start pushing the brand more and giving, just more stuff for the channel, for the page to support. I'm making some nice connections, man. I'm excited about where it's going. Hey, man. Sorry about that.
At home, work, or on the go. All backed with 100% satisfaction guarantee. Get connected with Staples Tech.
That work with me. All right. Okay. A little music going. See what I've been doing. See what I can find. I gotta get my playlist together. But right now I'm just getting a little something going, man. What I be on. I really be on that Huncho a lot. I like Lil Dude. I don't mean to call him when I say Lil Dude, because he's young and I'm a little older. But he one of the people that I'm really leaning toward right now. Besides my own people, shout out to my boy Too Ready. Man, my boy, he going crazy with that Winfield. I'm definitely looking forward to having him and some more people out there, the team on the podcast, just pushing. Man, it's just, man, I'm trying to mix and mingle with different people to just bring this content, man, and just push it, man, and just give a real space for real people that's just doing what I'm doing, man, that just believing in themselves, to invest in themselves enough to push and go. I done been through it all. I done been the worst of it. So, like, whatever I'm doing now, man, it's just a plus. So, I'm proud of where I'm going with it, and I'm proud of what I'm doing with it. So, at this moment, like, I'm going to 225. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going into it working. I'm going into it pushing. I'm going into it going harder than I've never been before, Like, I refuse to go soft, like, for 25. Like, I done learned a lot of lessons that I needed to learn throughout the whole year 2024. Not just lessons about other people and their shortcomings and their downfalls or whatever, but also about myself and what I need to do better, like, in order to better myself and go further and take myself to the next level and elevate to where I need to elevate to and where I'm trying to go, and that's going to take a lot more discipline than I've been having. And that's going to take a lot more push, not just for the new year, for the new day. Like I was telling somebody today, like, I ain't really big on resolutions and stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to make every day be better. I'm trying to go harder. I'm trying to go stronger. Like, I'm trying to believe in myself. I'm trying to push my brand. I'm trying to push the envelope. Man, I got so many different ideas and so many different lanes that I'm ready to travel in and go in to what. Like, it's just going to be crazy, man. So many different people that I'm trying to work with. Man, I'm working on my next backdrop so I can have my profile pick up with with me and 50 Cent all together. Um, I'm definitely looking forward to getting my other backdrop with me and Sauce Wood winning. I got a couple pictures with him. I'm very inspired by dude, 9 years in prison. And he came home and he pushing L Train, like these guys, man, that I've been seeing around Houston that I'm familiar with, that's accessible to the community. Just seeing their story, you see these dudes, with Sauce Walker and all of these major videos with Future and ESTG and all of these major rappers, and you see these dudes and they come out of these situations and they just got the mentality and the mind frame that they just ain't going back. And I love it and I fuck with it and I'm trying my best to tap into it in any way, in any form I can. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm with it. I got my boy Steven, Phantom Designs, man. This nigga, he going crazy, man. I'm trying to do some collabs with him to get some photo work done. We're gonna get some everything going. I'm just trying to work with everybody. I got some people that's interested in working with me, and I'm interested in working with them. And Phantom Design, that's definitely one of the family brands. So I'm definitely messing with them. I'm rocking with them tough, and I'm hoping that they rocking with me. You know, Sometimes I don't really know what they be on sometimes, but it's all good. It's all love to my brothers and my peoples. You know what I'm saying? But hey, being that this is my place for the being real, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Gotta keep it real. But hey, besides that, shouts out to Phantom Design, man. They do some great work, man. Y'all check out my Instagram, y'all check out my Facebook. I'm gonna be sharing them to my page and just giving them a shout out, man. Y'all check them out. They got some good, nice packages going on. Y'all interested in getting y'all pictures took? Y'all interested in getting y'all videos shot? Y'all interested in getting some movies put together? Some whatever y'all trying to do. I'm pretty sure they got a package that they can design and work with y'all. So y'all shout us out to them for sure. And I'm looking to have an interview with the CEO of their company real soon. I don't really know, to be honest. It just depends on what kind of mood he in, because he a real, he got a lot of emotion going on. He got a lot of stuff going on. So I can't promise y'all he'll be outside of the shiesty mask or the ski mask, or maybe he'll be in it. However he decide to do the interview, we just gonna get him. We gonna pick his brain and we gonna get it going. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. Going into this, man, we're gonna go and get into another story, man. I was giving this thought the other day, man. I'm going ahead and turn this down a little bit more. I was giving a thought the other day, and man, this story is about my boy Vamp, man. Um, me and Vamp, we ain't always see eye to eye. Shouts out to Vamp. I don't really know. I don't know where Vamp is right now. I ain't really did too much follow with Vamp, but Vamp is a person, man. He just a person that just always stuck in my mind. He just always been on my head, like his situation and what he went through, what I watched him endure at the hands of the officers. And to be honest, man, like, because this is a real podcast for real people and we keeping it honest and there's nobody to judge whether we being honest or not, I'm gonna still go ahead and keep it honest. Vamp initiated. He brought this incident on himself. Um, I ain't gonna call his real name. I just call him Vamp. It's a bunch of Vamps in the system in the state of Louisiana. So, if you know, you know. But Vamp, he just loved to masturbate. He loved to masturbate. Like, um, that was just his thing. He really ain't care about too much else. He just liked to, he liked to play with himself, and that was his thing. So, I was housed on the shoe, which is the SMU, the Supermax at the facility for some stuff that I had did. Maybe a couple fights I had back to back. I was really big on that. And while I was housed in the maximum security unit, it sits directly across from the faith based unit. Now they got it strategically set up like that because the people in the shoe program, they don't want anybody to have access to them. So being that they know that they can't stop complete access, they try to put the best of the best around them to give them access only to the best of the best inmates, which is less likely to give them some type of contraband or something to, you know, that they're not supposed to have, because the conditions on the shoe program is definitely extreme. I'll get back to that at some other point. Um, so VAMP was housed in a faith-based program, and everybody was real shocked when VAMP went to the faith-based program because, you know, like VAMP, you know, he's notorious. You know, he done had a record and a jacket from doing certain things around the institution and around, you know, and around the prison, and he was known for, you know, certain things, and the shit that he was known for was pulling on his dick, like just being blatant with you and keeping it real. That was his thing. You know, that's what he was really known for pulling on his dick mainly and mostly. And excuse me. And he just happened this night, from the way that I heard the story, because I was in maximum security. Vamp got caught masturbating in the female guard. She contacted the male guard, so they came down there, and at this time, this is the institution. This wasn't David Wade. This was Rayburn Correctional Center. It's right outside of Bogalusa, Louisiana. It's in Angie, Louisiana, and if I'm not mistaken, which matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that David Duke is from Angie, Louisiana, the Grand Wizard of the KKK. And if he's not from Angie, he's directly from, you know, that immediate area of Louisiana, and it's very, very racist. The prison is just the conditions, the racial tone to the prison is just unbelievable. Like, that's just something that I get back to in another story, but it's serious. You know, you have to be very, very, very careful at Rayburn Correctional Center. And if it's anybody, excuse me, if it's anybody that's a part of my podcast that know anything about the Louisiana prison system, that have any family members that's in the Louisiana prison system, if they tell you, if your family member is at Rayburn Correctional Center and they telling you some stuff about Rayburn Correctional Center, about the officers, about the condition, about anything, about the racial tone, about anything, believe them, because you just wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. But as these stories evolve, you know, it'll be more and more, you know, revelations and more stories about it. But this one here is, you know, just about Vamp. So you know, Vamp it happened to be like 1 o'clock in the morning, so we can hear through the window, because we have to have the windows open because there's no air conditioning. Um, but if I'm not mistaken, it was freezing cold. If I'm not mistaken. So I'm reading or writing, doing whatever I'm doing, and I hear a ruckus going outside the window, and I can hear, as I say in my other stories, in prison, especially in the conditions that I, you know, did my time in, a huge part of it, your ears has to be your eyes, because you have to be able to listen to see what's going on around you. So we can hear the keys running, we can hear the ruckus, we can hear the keys running, there's people running, running full speed. So everybody trying to figure out, man, what the hell going on? Why the hell is they running to the faith-based storm? Like, don't nothing go on over there. Like, so everybody, like, you know, what's the deal? Like, talk to us. You know, what's going on? You know, so everybody standing up trying to see what's going on. Everybody trying to look and see. Everybody, you know, trying to get a perfect angle of, you know, of what's going on. You know, like, and trying to, you know, see. So because this is rare, like, this is a rare event for uh this is a rare event for the officers to have an emergency in this part of the institution, you know, because of it's just real. It's real good. It's faith based. Everybody just maintain their own peace. Everybody maintain themselves. So we can hear. So everybody putting their own twist of what it might be happening, what might be going on. Man, somebody must have had a heart attack. Somebody must have took sick. Something going on like that over there. For sure, it ain't nothing like that. This that. Everybody got their own, you know, analyzation of what's going on over here. So we hear somebody say, "Man, that's vamp they got. That's vamp." So as I'm listening, I say vamp. Well, when they say vamp, everybody on the tier that know vamp automatically saying they mind, "Oh shit, we already know vamp must have been pulling on his dick. You know, he must have been, you know what I'm saying? He did something with one of the women over there. He got to be pulled on his dick or something like that. Like, so we hearing the ruckus going on, but we don't know the leading story. But as I stand up and I become aware of what's going on, I see the guards drag Vamp, and Vamp no more than 5'8". He a short, kind of chubby guy, and I see the guards dragging Vamp out. But as they dragging Vamp out, they got Vamp like by the back of his neck and by the back of his head, by all of his upper body. So we see him come out of the door backwards. But coming out the door in front of him is one of the lieutenants. I can't remember his name, to be honest with you. But Vamp got him in a headlock. And they doing everything that they can do to try to break Vamp loose from the headlock that he got the guard in. So he telling them, "Man, y'all let me go, I'm going to let him go. Y'all let me go, I'm going to let him go." So the guards, they just welling on Vamp ass, man. Oh, Lord, man, when I say punches is coming from every direction, man, they tearing Vamp ass up. They punching Vamp. They on Vamp so seriously. They really on Vamp ass so hard that some of they licks and some of they blows is actually hitting their own officer. And I'm looking at I got some people coming in. I got some stuff going on. Let me multitask. Yeah, so Vamp, he just now he to a point now where he enduring the licks, but he holding on as much as he can to have some kind of leverage from what's going on with him. You know, because he know without question, without a doubt, what's for to go on. There's no doubt, it's no maybe, it's no probably, it's no question that as soon as they get any resolution on what's going on, they for to try their best to kill Vamp. So Vamp, he doing everything he can do to just try to maintain any kind of leverage that he can maintain on the situation. So as the situation unfold, the leaks just coming all together on Vamp. One of the officers hit Vamp with an elbow across his ear, and it made him release his grip on the lieutenant that he was holding. And when he released his grip, I could see Vamp I could see his neck become like loose as he, went down to the ground. But before he can even hit the ground, they was on him. And when Vamp hit the ground, I could still see the officer jumping on Vamp back. And they had Vamp on the ground. And the first officer was doing a maneuver on Vamp that I seen done in wrestling a lot. They had him laid down on his stomach. and the officer had Vamp chin in both of his palms, and he was pulling his neck back as far as he could. And the other officers, they had one on each one of Vamp arms, and they pulled his arms back in ways that I never really seen arms or shoulders rotate to put his arms behind his back. And the officers that was assigned to his legs. And it's the part that just stick out with me the most in my memory, and it just changed my mood as I'm talking about it. You know, it's one thing for these stories to be amusing and for people to listen to them and listen to, you know, and get amusement from them, but it's a whole different situation when you reliving them. You know, when you witness this with your own eyes, when you witness the amount of hatred that a person can have for another person. And I watched them, the officers that was in charge of Vamp legs, I watched them put him in shackles. And when they put his feet into shackles, the officer that was bending Vamp neck back pulled his neck back so far that he was able to meet the officers that was on his feet, pulling his shackled feet up so far that the back of his head was touching his feet. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine your hands being handcuffed behind your back and you got 7 people on top of your back and you got these people bending your neck backwards to so far that the bottoms of your feet meeting the top of your head? And they held Vamp in that moment. They held him right there for a minute. And I can just still see the scene playing out in my head, just plain as day. And it was not one single person out of 7 officers, 8 officers, and all the coming officers, everyone white. Not one of them said it's enough. Not one of them said stop. Nobody was worried about if Vamp neck was broken. Nobody was worried about if the tissues around his spinal cord was damaged. You know, nobody cared about the long-term effects that what they was doing to Vamp. Nobody cared. And that's just a story that just always stick with me, man. And it just changed my perspective so much, man, with just being able to see like how willing and able and how far these people willing to go to hurt you. You know, this dude 5'8", they got him laying on his stomach with his feet touching the back of his head, the top of his head. And it was funny. And as they held his head back, I just watched one of the officers just lean in as close as he could and just spray Vamp with some mace, with some stuff that it's illegal to use too much of it on a bear. But this is what they used on him. Why he couldn't do nothing to defend himself. He couldn't do nothing to clean his face. He couldn't do nothing to catch his labor breath. He couldn't do nothing to stop the attack that was being raged against him. He could do nothing to stop himself from being slammed into the walls and doors. And, you know, all on camera. All on camera. All of this being caught on camera. That's the crazy part. Everybody backing everybody to depart all the way to the top. All in the name of rehabilitation. The support go all the way to the top. And this podcast is going to rustle a lot of people feathers, and I don't care. In the state of Louisiana, man, the department, I can't speak for other states because I never did time in any other state. But in the state of Louisiana, man, the support for the negligent homicides, the support for the mental warfare that they wage on inmates, the medical conditions that they force people to live in, the living conditions that they force people to live in, man, it's just unbelievable, man. And I'm gonna start posting a lot of it to my YouTube channel and to all of my platforms, man. It's just support what we doing, you know, because like what I'm trying to show people is like, how do you expect for it not to be recidivism? How do you expect for this not to be an ongoing process? You know, with our youth, you know, that's going into these conditions. Why do you think the numbers are astronomical with recidivism, with people that's leaving out and going right back in? Because they're not getting the proper treatment inside. They're not getting the proper medical treatment. They're not getting proper diet treatment. They're not getting the proper mental treatment. They're not getting the proper rehabilitation treatment. Period. They're getting warehoused. And they being brutalized. You know? And it goes all the way to the top. And the inmates play a part in it. We most definitely play a part in it. Let me make sure I say that. Let me be 100% clear that inmates most definitely play a part in us being continuously treated the way we're being treated. But that's what this podcast is for. You know, that's what the whole objective is at this moment, to create a space for real people to come and get the advice that they need to keep walking, to keep going. Like, because these stories come about and they start slowly evolving and changing, and you know, and coming into people's homes and on their devices. Man, I hope that you get an intellectual, a different perspective. You know, like I hope that you get, you know, some intelligence from this, you know, to understand that it's just so much, you know, that these people go through. You know, you're getting punished on top of being punished for not having a fair chance. Not saying that you don't have a chance. Not saying that everybody don't have a chance to make something out of their life and to be something. You definitely have a chance. But is it a fair chance? Because it's so hard to do positive, to walk positive, to live positive, to think success, breathe success, push for success, when everything you look around you is fucked up. When you look around you, all you see is the dope boys that's living good. When you see the only people in your community that's living and doing good is the people that's dropping out of school and doing other shit, that's doing bullshit, how can you expect us to be inspired? Talk to me. Make it make sense. How do you expect us to live our best lives when we don't see an example of that on a daily? Where's the positive role models that come from the inner city and the communities? You go in the ghetto and you tell me where a doctor at that live in the ghetto. You tell me where a lawyer at that live in the ghetto. You know? You tell me where a fireman at that live in the ghetto. You tell me a pharmacist that live in the ghetto. You tell me a basketball player that you know that's predominantly, you know, taking over the NBA or football player that live in the ghetto. Always. So if you can't find none of that living in the ghetto, then make me understand, how do you expect for them to be inspired while living inside of the ghetto? When all they ever seen was their mama working, or dealing and battling with all of the mental issues or whatever she done dealt with from her own untreated childhood. You know, like, how do you expect for these children to have a fair chance? So there's most definitely not a fair chance. And this podcast is to push for people to have a fair chance. This podcast is also dedicated to the people that has to find a way without a fair chance. You know, this podcast is for the people that stumble into the inspirations like Steven, that stumble into the inspirations like DJ, that stumble into the inspirations like Star, like Wood, like Train, like Diotti, like Reddy, like Meshack. You know, like Drizzy, like Mike, like Tasha. The list just, you know, that's what this space for. You know, and as I start to go further and dig deeper into this podcast, you know, I'm bringing in different people, you know, that I want to show they're just taking these steps in life, man. Because see, the internet. One more time for the internet, please. See, the internet, they want you to believe that everybody on there is millionaires. The internet make everybody seem like they own. How? They show all the goods. Show all the money. Show all the BBLs. Show all the pretty smiles. Show all the jewelry. But they don't show the deaths from these BBLs. They don't show the critic that follow these kids for the rest of their life from going to get these Hellcats. They don't show how these people run themselves entirely insane trying to keep up with a lifestyle that's not even really real. If this stuff was so real, then why everybody got a day job? You look at the majority of people that's winning on social media the way they is, and you go look at them and go look them up. They live a regular life, man, outside of that. They pay their bills just like we do. You know? So, hey, man, this is just a place for the real. We ain't doing nothing extra to fit in with nothing else that's going on, man. We finna start pushing this brand. We telling these stories, man. And if you want to hear them, hey, bro, hey, they coming firsthand. I promise you it don't get no realer. They coming firsthand. But not only that, we also talking about alternatives. So on the flip side of that coin, man, make sure y'all just keep tapping in, man. We're going to be talking about different ways that we combat these prison situations and these settings and different stuff like that. We ain't going to be one-dimensional with it. We're going to flip a couple different dimensions with it. You know, so as I get ready to leave out and close out in this story, I just want to bring my partner. I want to bring his song back one more time. I want to make sure I get maximum exposure on my page. Hey, man, because, man, we pushing for the independent artist, man. So I'm going to be looking for y'all. I'm going to be looking for different people to play stuff that sound good to me that I can relate to. Hey, man, and I hope that I can get my followers and my people to rock with me, man. And just check them out, man. You know, this Big Wowo, this one of his first singles, man. So, you know, I'm going to just bring it back, you know, because it make me feel good. It's a good feeling song. Trying to burn your knees. I get a whole key and break it all in 96. Mr. Breakdown, break a bitch, yeah, I'm with Yes, sir. I ain't gonna tell you a bit, but tell them hoes you try to double back. All that land up ain't about nothing. Got me by this pack, and I give you a bone and some whoop. You help me get this some flaw shit in my presence, now she old with. Plus sent me 10 in a week, they was old with. And it whoop, with some yeah, it's a Royce head, ass off, plus a massive body, but it ain't no BBL. When niggas pressure come here, he gon' tell something. Niggas cracking jokes inside, hating, trying to tell something. Baby, I ain't no rat, give me that pussy, I ain't gon' tell nothing. Love a pretty fat bitch when she poppin'. You ain't gon' smell nothing. Hey, why you in the trap, you ain't gon' sell nothing. You trying to get some info, run the golf, you trying to tell something. Yeah, we beat the road every day, we trying to sell something. Yeah, I got a whoop, he got his straight, he trying to nail something. Take all that pussy, wishy-washy, get that to them hoes. These niggas pull a talking, shoe showing for some cuckoo. These niggas fast, these niggas broke, they fun, I call them cuckoo. And I be fucking hoes till they dizzy in the Lulu. All that pussy, wishy-washy, get that to them hoes. These niggas pull a talking, shoe showing for some cuckoo. These niggas fast, these niggas broke, they fun, I call them cuckoo. And I be fucking hoes till they dizzy in the Lulu. Baby, that pussy ain't gon' tell nothing. Love a pretty fat bitch when she pop it, you don't smell nothing. Baby, that little pussy ain't gon' tell nothing. Love a pretty fat bitch when she pop it, you don't smell nothing. Man, y'all make sure y'all like it, subscribe, and share it. Tap